Surprised to see.
So there it is, the semi-final hoodoo of recent years broken as Leinster take out the defending champions and do so in style to stand just 80 minutes away from a first trophy in 4 years. The Bulls and the Sharks will await the decider at Croke Park, that to be decided over the next few hours. But a flying start, the first of a couple of tries for Dan Sheehan. The response suggested we'd have a real game in our hands today when George Horn went over for his 14th try of the season, but from there, Donald, all Leinster.
Yeah, I was, and really impressed by Leinster today on both sides of the ball. Their set piece, excellent, scrum in particular, defence back to what we've expected earlier on in the season, but their capacity to convert opportunities into try. They were a bit dodgy in the opening 20 minutes, but I think this is a statement performance, one they badly needed, and I think has set them up perfectly for what's going to be a home final, regardless of who the opposition turns out to be.
And questions answered today?
Yeah, I think there was. You know, the spotlight was shone on Leinster, their hunger, their defence that have been brilliant for so long. How come they conceded so many tries in the past number of weeks? But, you know, they found the resolve, they found their true colours today, and they now have a perfect opportunity in front of their home fans to finish what has been a drought in their terms, a season with silverware.
And huge performances across the board. You went for Ryan Baird as man of the match. We saw James Lowe there when Glasgow went to the air to try and get back in the game, how strong he was there. I wonder when he finishes up the rugby, would he qualify for the Dublin Footballers? I don't know.
Well, he certainly picked up something from his time here, because he wasn't actually great in the air when he arrived from New Zealand. But right across the board, I mean, Tommy O'Brien, he's just come up on our picture there. Aerially, he was brilliant. Jamie Osborne, James Lowe, as you mentioned, I think back to his best. Jimmy O'Brien standing in, let's remember, for
Hugo Keenan.
For Hugo Keenan at full back. So Leo Cullen is actually going to have a bit of a selection headache next week. Look, Jamie Osborne, if Gary Ringrose probably needs a game before the Lions tour, does he come in? Does Jamie Osborne hold on to his place?
Well, that's the other point worth making. They've won it today. A lot is mentioned of the depth they have, and no doubt they do, Leinster, but no Furlong, Van der Fleer and Doris, two regular starters in the back row, Furlong in the front row, Ringrose and Henshaw in the centres, and Keenan, as we said, at full-back.
Yeah, I mean, that's why they have the quality that they have. And that's why it's going to be there's another guy, Andrew Porter. Always feel sorry for the prop forwards when you're picking a player of the match, because they get taken off 50 minutes in. He was outstanding in that opening half. Not only scrummage wise, he was responsible for 3 direct penalties, but also his carrying, his work rate, his handling ability. And right now, for me, I think he's in pole position for that starting slot at loose head for the Lions.
And amazingly, they're looking to buck a trend here, Leinster, as well, because no side that has ever finished at the top of the standings in the regular season in the URC has ever won the title, which is a bit of a strange one.
Yeah, I wasn't aware of that. It's certainly in pole position now, that given that they're going to be playing at home in Dublin, the opposition are going to have to fly out from Johannesburg, I presume, tomorrow morning, straight away on flight to get up here, so all the advantages with Leinster.
Yeah, confirming the full-time score, Leinster 37, the Glasgow Warriors 19 with that late flurry. But this is the day that Leinster wanted, the day that Leinster needed, and the day that Leinster delivered, coming in for criticism in recent weeks. Winning games, yes, they've still only lost 3 times all season, to the Scarlets, to Northampton, and worth mentioning, to the Bulls, albeit very narrowly in South Africa by single points. But if you can win a semi-final, well, that's job 1. Job 2 is to win it in style and to deliver a performance. And that will be just as pleasing, I'm sure, for Leo Cullen, Robin McBride, Tyler Blayandal, for Sean O'Brien, for Jacques Nienaber. And that defence against the Glasgow Warriors side that can deliver stood up big today and set the groundwork for Leinster to go on and claim this victory. Now just one more game to go, and they won't have to travel forward. Croke Park beckons against the Bulls or the Sharks after a very, very good day for Leinster today.
Thank you, Des and Donal. And Bernard has made his way back down, and we've given him an umbrella because it is absolutely lashing here. Fiona, as the lads have been saying there, that was a bit more like it.
Yeah, it was dominant throughout in attack and defence. There seemed that real energy back that we'd seen before in them across the park, and everything to do with the hunger, the want to go after breakdown, the kick chases, just everywhere. They were just so dominant.